Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Maria from Under the Night Moon, and I'm here tonight to do flip throughs for you of my latest collection of books for my Etsy shop. And I'm so excited to have another one of these really gorgeous like ladies fashion folios. I just love making them, and yeah. So it's a little set. It has a folio and then a matching little journal here. And I don't know which to start with. I'll start with the folio first. These are made with vintage wallpaper. This one's actually probably from the 30s or 40s, so I think that's more antique. And they're attached, and then I sewed around the edges. They are fragile, but once you attach them and glue it, you know, it's pretty sturdy. And you can see this one I just decorated here with some really pretty ephemera pieces, some fussy cut things there, and it's attached with the seam binding, and then I attached a really pretty sparkly piece. This piece was actually gifted to me by Debrina from the Pixie Dust Files. Debrina, if you're watching, I hate using anything that I've received from you because I treasure every single bit, but this little piece just looked so pretty with this book that I had to use it. And then I attached this really pretty glass bead from the bottom there just for some sparkle. And the seam binding is the closure. And what I really love about this folio is when you go to close it, the best way to remember is to take the jewels and just place the jewels right here, and then kind of hold it with your finger and wrap this around and tie it. And that's just an easy way to keep it closed. But you can see here they're attached. So yeah, so that's the cover, and then all etched in gold. And then I used another gorgeous antique wallpaper for the center here. And the print is kind of spaced out, so in these blank spots I added ephemera, but I tried not to cover up the really pretty, the sweet little flowers. And this has these gorgeous little aqua things there. This one has the printing on the side, which I love. And then down here is another antique wallpaper that I have with the gold and the pink and this really gorgeous colors, like these warm browns and taupes. It's just gorgeous. And this tape was on there, so I didn't have to add any age tape. And I love it because it just adds more stability. But this is made using one sheet of Anna Griffin's paper, her cardstock, which is very well made paper. It's beautiful paper actually, and it's very sturdy. So this is why I chose her papers to use for these folios. Here you can see the gorgeous pattern of the 1920s on the back, or 30s. Maybe 40s, I really don't know, but I just think it's so gorgeous. I think they're magnolias, not quite sure, but I just love, love, love this paper. And so you can see here was plain, and then I just didn't want to cover up the floral pattern there. And so it's stitched, all three sections are stitched, as you can see here, and then this little fan moves. And what I love is I paired it with this lady tag. And so she goes in there like so, and you just move the fan to reveal her face, which I just think is really fun and pretty. Now, if you had a picture of someone that you wanted to put in there, you could hide them behind the fan. I just think that's just fun. And then, of course, millinery goods, laces, trims, the dressmaker's folio here, with trims and things from my studio. And then you can add some of yours on the back side here. Yeah, so that goes in there like so. And then I just have this little tag, so I put that in there for fun. Plus I also wanted a little pink bow kind of sticking out. And then I made a small little folio for the center here. I didn't want to put too much in there because I don't really want to compromise the edges here. This is really just a little something for you to just jot down thoughts, poems, prayers, favorite music, recipes, journaling of your own, that sort of thing. And it's very simple. 3 pages that I folded in half, 4 if you include this one here. So it's just a sweet little notepad. I added this gorgeous printable here and a few little journaling cards, ephemera pieces, fun little Marie Antoinette there, and then a little shoe I think on the back. I did some stamping and that's pretty much that. Of course some more trims and things up top there. So that's the little folio part. And then I'll show you the journal. And if you need to know the measurements for this journal, of course. Oh, I should have this handy, but I don't. This measures 8 1/4 by 5. So that's a nice size journal. And if you watched the last one I made, or if not, you're new, this is actually a pattern book from my mom's studio. My mom was one of the creators of the Francesca doll company back in the 80s. It was actually her and my dad. And so I grew up making dolls. It was a family business and they sold worldwide, and I grew up doing everything in the doll business. Just you name it, I did it. Ceramics, sewing, painting, yeah, just everything. And there's a picture of the dolls on my Instagram and also in my Etsy shop. If you're curious, you can check that out. Of course, if you have any questions, you can always leave me a question in the comments. But my mom basically taught herself. We lived close to Vassar College, which had a huge library, and she just went to that library and researched, you know, dolls, and made all the costumes herself. She was just a force. I mean, she just was unbelievable. And so this is from her collection of books, and it's a pattern book from the 1861 to 1865. And I just scanned the cover of the book because I think it's beautiful. And yeah, now my parents are no longer here, and a lot of their things I inherited along with my sisters from her studio. So I have a lot of her supplies and books and things like this, pretty much whatever I liked. I do have some dolls and some other things I hope to be working on, but basically that's the story behind this cover. And it's one signature, and I just added some seams. There's some age tape, this really pretty golden trim. Oh, and then this beautiful piece of lace up here. And then when you open, I love the blue color, so when I scanned it, I scanned both sides so that I could get the color of this blue. And then I just added some fun things, some seam binding, a little brass heart with a pearl, this gorgeous reprint here. This is actually a little belly band in the front here. I just think would be fun if you have a little picture of a pet, would look so cute in there. And then, you know, just like all of my journals, I just always try to give you enough things to write your story. Oh, and then this is open so that you have the full length of the pocket. The top is open. Just want to make sure the you guys get that, so that you're not limited to just here. Hope that makes sense. And then this side here is just a really fun reprint of how they dressed back in the day. Look at the guys. The guys were just as pretty as the women. Just cracks me up. And then this is a little movable fan, which I love. And then this side here, gorgeous papers. This is a really pretty lace piece. It's got sequins, beautiful French advertisement there. And then this is a tag with a little pocket. And it just has this fancy chapter 1 printable in there. I just love this little girl and her dog. I thought this book could definitely be hers. You know, the women made their own clothes. And I have to say that is one thing I'm grateful for our today's times, because even though I grew up sewing, I realized very early that I'm not a very good garment sewer. I can sew, but I can't, like, the patterns and things. I just have a hard time with that, and so kind of grateful we can just go to Marshall's or wherever and buy our clothing. Here's a beautiful printable here. It's called the Garden Seat. Beautiful ladies in the garden here. Some vintage millinery flowers there. This book is it's not as decorated as my other ones. It's more simple. I mean, there's certainly plenty of decoration, but I wanted to keep this one more plain, more simple, lots of pages for journaling, for writing, for someone else having fun with their pictures and things. Gorgeous printable from the Graphics Fairy there. Just love it. You'll see the other side of that coming up. Some more chapter 1 tags and printables. Oh wait, this is another pocket here. I think I was playing around with pockets, making little pocket tags. So fun. And then a little tuck spot down here. Beautiful typography there. And then this is the center. I just love this with the pink and the tassels. So pretty, so feminine. Gorgeous piece of bridal lace here. Gorgeous corset printable there. Another little swatch for you to have fun with. And then this is a flip. And then a really pretty rose label there. Yeah, this one I didn't, you know, I wanted, oh, here's the other side of that floral. Isn't that pretty? I just love it. So pretty. Just love the colors. I love the flowers. Yeah, that was going to be the center, but the ladies won first place with that pink dress. And then here's just the other side of the ledger papers, that beautiful alphabet book I'm having fun with here. This is a darling little advertisement for cotton. I just wrapped some some embroidery threads, attached a little button. So cute. And then some beautiful trims and laces here on the corner. This is an Amity Bloom printable here. Just gorgeous. I thought that went really well with our little ladies fashion book here. And some more printed paper. Gorgeous, gorgeous papers. So tea-dyed, coffee-stained, beautiful French paper. And then I really loved this bright pop of yellow. I think I was talking before about something, but I loved the bright yellow. It was just a nice surprise, a color that I don't use a lot, but I love yellow. It's such a happy color. And so I ended with those are my little glue gun threads. I ended with just a really fun trim sample, which I loved on the yellow. And as soon as I brought this down, I loved it, or, you know, held it up with the yellow. I thought, oh, that's so cool. Just a nice bright pop of color. And then I just hinged it with some really pretty rose washi tape. But again, the back is ready for maybe some samples of your own. And then this is a little pocket here, a little Amity Bloom tag with some fun. This is actually silk here. And then I put this really pretty Marie Antoinette journaling card for fun right there. And I just love the way that came out. And then this side here is the other side of the yellow paper. And this is from Sheena from, she does journals. Oh, I can't think of her name right now. Luna Rosso. And she does really pretty papers. And then I just attached this pretty little cameo rhinestone charm and ended with the silk and the trims. This really pretty pink, beautiful page for you to journal or maybe add some pictures of your own here. And then I gave you a nice large printed wallpaper. Again, just the yellow, nice pops of color for summer. And yeah, I ended it with this gorgeous beauty here and gave you another card in here. So simple, but yet elegant, I think, filled with lots of goodies. It's signed right here by me, and it comes with this gorgeous little fashion folio. And I just think the two together would just make such a fun gift for yourself or a young lady, a bride, anyone who loves vintage and pretty things to just be taken away. Yeah, so this will be in my Etsy shop tomorrow. As always, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave them in the comments for me about papers or anything that I use, about my parents' company, just anything at all. And just thank you so much for watching and subscribing if you're new. Thank you so much if you follow me on Instagram also. I'm just so grateful. Thank you. And just have a great weekend. Okay, bye-bye.